difficult it is to extricate yourself out of that to prosperity based on the history of poverty?
Yes, but only because your attention to what is often becomes your dominant vibration. So actually, the opposite of that could be true if you understood these laws, because the poorer you are, the greater the vortex of prosperity that you've created, because you've been asking in a stronger way and in a more often way.
Okay.
Most people are offering most of their vibration based upon what they are observing.
Right, and I've heard you say money is one of the more difficult ones about telling a new story about.
It's pervasive, it's in your experience. Sort of like your body, it goes everywhere you go nearly.
Yeah, you say it's hard and then you move on, so like, are we effed if we're in that situation? Because it's hard.
Well, the good news is, and it is good news, that in the struggle there is a creation of something more. And this is a statement that you can count on. This is a statement that we're about to make that is really worth holding in your consciousness, because this would free anyone from what you've just described. If your desire is strong enough, it doesn't matter what you believe. You come here with a variety of beliefs, and a lot of the beliefs that you hold are not serving you well. Some of them are. But we've got you outnumbered, as we just described. So what we bring to the room is knowledge of who you really are, which makes it more likely, after you hung around here for a little while and listen a little bit, for you to begin feeling the resonance with who you really are. So if you've got a strong belief, even though you have doubt, or even though you're having an experience, Esther had an experience of Jerry taken off. He told her when they first came together, strong possibility I might cut out on you early because he was 2 decades older than she was. And she said, I don't care. Turned out she did care. But it took a while for her to not be absorbed in the discomfort, and so you can do it. Here's another statement that goes along with what you said. A disease perpetuates so much more rapidly after diagnosis because attention to it disallows the well-being that would be there otherwise, or the stabilizing influence that was there, that much faster. Everything is about the direction of your thoughts. So what are you getting at? You've got something that you're driving at here.
Yeah, I'm in a situation now where money's tight. It hasn't been that way. I kind of was given 5-year-old twin girls, and I decided early in my life that I didn't want to take on that financial obligation because I didn't trust myself. So it's coming up a lot right now, 7, 8, 9 times a day, just needing basic survival things like tires for my car. My kids want to go to the trampoline jumpy place, and I have to say, I can't afford it.
Here's the thing. Whether you're in an uncomfortable position like you're describing, or something that's less that, there are a lot of situations where people want something different than what they've got. But this is something that we really want you to hear. It is awareness of what is, and your belief that this is reality. And therefore your belief that since it is reality, it deserves a lot of your attention, if not your undivided attention. That prevents you from moving toward what you've actually already created. And so, since this is such a pervasive scenario, so many people feel this way, we began describing it to you in these ways. You create your own reality. You know that. Blah, blah, blah. Step 1 is ask. Blah, blah, blah. Step 2 is blah, blah, blah. Step 3 is Step 4 is Step 5 is you're so good at it that even when you step back into Step 1, which is a valuable and necessary thing, you're not mad at yourself. So we explained it in that way. Then we are aware that still, these are just things for so many people because what is in their life is still controlling what they are offering vibrationally. So then we began saying, you really want to tell a new story. You want to tell the story the way you want it to be, not the way that it is. But even with that, most people are just offering lip service. They're saying what they want while they're feeling what they don't have. In fact, they're saying what they want because they're trying to overcome what they don't have. Well, anytime you're trying to overcome what you don't have, you've just activated the vibration of where you are. So the now reality dominating. So then we say to you, your now reality, what you call this manifestation or this now, is old news. It's like gum you've chewed all the flavor out of. It's old news. It's already done. Then we started to get some of your attention. It's really not the present tense. What is the present tense is this vibrational reality. Well, that was sort of hard for you to accept, so we began really talking about this vortex of creation, this vibrational reality. We gave it the name vortex. We wrote 2 books about this vortex. Want you to understand that this is real. Hard for you to accept that something that you can't see and hear and smell and taste and touch is real, but it is. We know that it is, but words don't teach, so we can talk about your vortex all day long, but until you sense that it is there. So then, we're still looking for a way for you to accept the reality, this reality. So there's this reality where your inner being is, and there's this reality where you are. And the reality where you are has to do a little blending with this reality in order to let these, and then the words came from Jerry, turning thoughts to things. How do thoughts turn to things anyway? There are no pipelines bringing supplies in from other planets. Your economy and its evolution has been about your turning thoughts to things. And so then we began to explain to you that you've got this vibrational reality. Oh, it's pure positive energy. And it contains everything that you want, even things that you can't even identify that you want because the components of it are so expansive, and the possibility of the exponential combining of them is more than your mind can even comprehend. This vortex exists on a vibrational level, and it is coded to you through your vibrational association with it. You created it. It will always be yours. It's the other end of your lackful stick. It is for you. So some of you began coming along a little better about that, and then we began saying, you got to somehow get in that vortex where that stuff is. Well, you wanted to go into the vortex, but it's asking a lot of you. We know that it is. It's asking you to suspend your awareness of reality that your whole life everybody has been trying to get you to face. And we say, if your reality sucks, don't you want to look somewhere else? And so the more your reality sucks, then maybe the more you're willing to look someplace else. And then we hit upon something that became a very fast-moving advantage for so many of you. We explained to you that here it all is, and vibrationally, here it all is. And in your poverty or in your lack of abundance, here you are. And you have got to find some way of allowing your vibration to rise and become equivalent to what's in your vortex in order for you to receive the thoughts that will translate into the abundance that you seek.
I get, yeah.
You can't get a good idea from the story that you just told to us. No good ideas come to you under those conditions.
What am I doing in that moment when I say I need tires for my car? Oh, I can't afford it. Am I really not doing myself a good service? When I say that, what do I say instead?
Doesn't matter what you say, it's how you feel. And by the time you're saying it, you've already got momentum going that caused you to
No,
say
but you
it.
can't help but notice you don't have money to
That's
buy
right.
tires for your
In
car.
that red hot minute, you can't, because law of attraction won't let you see other than what is in that moment. That's the momentum that you've got going. You've got this range of radio stations that you have access to, and they are sucky, suckier, and suckiest. That's the range that you've got. You can't go beyond that. But you could go to bed, and you could suspend your momentum. And you could get up in the morning, and you could briefly not be aware of that so much, and you could meditate, and you could quiet your mind, and you could allow your vibration to rise where your inner being could offer you a suggestion. Here's the thing that's tripping you up. This is so good. We are so happy to say this to you. This is going to be so valuable to you in the days and weeks that are following. So here's what's tripping all of you up. Your inner being is giving you the answer to everything that you want, but you can't hear it outside of your beliefs. So even though your inner being knows where your fortunes are, knows where to guide you, you can't hear it because you're vibrationally all wadded up in the what is. However,
Are you talking about me specifically?
yes,
Okay.
however,
Because I do meditate
Yes.
in the morning.
wait, but you didn't know this. You didn't know this that you're about to understand. that you're about to feel resonance with. So when you quiet your mind and you detach and you feel that detachment and you're there for a little while, a few minutes maybe, and something occurs to you, something feels interesting, like I think I'll get a Slurpee at 7-Eleven, even something that unspiritual.
I get those impulses.
When you follow it, and when you consistently follow it, before long, those impulses are going to turn into something tangible enough that you can realize that you were receiving guidance that was guiding you in the best way that you could receive it toward the ideas that will blossom into the things that you are wanting.
So in that moment when I notice I can't afford something, don't worry about it.
Yes, of course, that's what we recommend, but we would be recommending something impossible. That's like saying your train's going 100 miles an hour in the direction you don't want to go, and all of a sudden just stop the momentum. Well, you're not going to stop the momentum. You're not going to stop the momentum of that. The only way you can turn that momentum around quickly is to fall off a cliff. We're not kidding. If you were to fall off a cliff, that happens really fast. We're not making fun of anything. But you would, in that, what you call death experience, you would suspend that lackful thought and you would swoop into the fullness of who you are. That's a quantum leap most of you don't want to take. And so a kinder, gentler way to go about it is to just allow yourself to take a nap, go to sleep, change the subject. Accept what is, satisfaction with what is. Just do your best to say, well, here it is, and things are working out for me, and I can't see how they're working out for me, but I want to believe that they're working out for me, and maybe they are working out for me. And I do like the idea that there are two ends of the stick, and that all of this uncomfortable experience that I've had has accomplished something. Maybe there is a vibrational reality. It could be that Abraham really knows something about that, and maybe I can find my way to that. And what's my path of least resistance to the state of vibrational beingness that would allow me to be the receiver? You have to find a way to allow yourself to be the receiver. And there's lots of things that you think you want. An inheritance would be nice, but my family didn't set me up for that. And the lottery would be nice, but I know the odds too much, and so I'm blocking that. And this could happen, and this could happen, but. But there are so many other ways through which it can come. We are appreciating this conversation so much because you're hitting upon something that so many people feel. You cannot face a reality that doesn't please you and be in that moment allowing the one that does. And so this is what we really want you to hear, because you heard something from us earlier. You heard us say, and we felt you feel the resonance with us when you heard it. And that was, your inner being never looks back. Your inner being never looks back. Did you hear it? And did you sort of kind of understand it and believe it? Your inner being never looks back. Now hear this. We have not said this before. It's your doing that has accomplished this statement, and it matters a lot. And we're all really appreciative that you've prodded us into this statement that is beneficial to the entire universe as you hear it and take it home with you and know it. What you call now reality is looking back. Because the manifestation has already taken place. That's like cooking the last egg in the kitchen and not doing it well. And there's just not that much you can do about it because you don't have another egg. That was so profound.
Because what you were just saying, last week I fell out of the vortex hardcore, and it was like coming down off of heroin. Not that I've done it.
Well, we didn't tell you what step 5 is. Step 5 is when you're back in step 1 and you're not mad at yourself for being back there. Step 5 is when you recognize that some contrasting moments are still of value, and you take it as a clarifying moment, as a bouncing off moment. You don't beat up on yourself quite to the degree that you seem to be wanting to do here.
Noted. Anyway, I took to meditating, becoming present, and moment by moment throughout the rest of the evening and the next following days, I was very focused on my inner body awareness, my breath, kind of crazy, like really focused on it, and what I just noticed was such a spaciousness in my own
Did it
consciousness.
feel to you that that focus was receiving focus or projecting focus? This is the distinction that we want you to feel. Were you thinking or were you receiving?
Correct, I was not thinking.
It's splitting hairs, it seems, because when you receive thought, the thought is active, and so it feels like you're thinking the thought because it's active. But you can tell the difference, can't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And what did it feel like?
Through the couple days, I felt my energy slowly with this momentum start to build more and more. I was clearing out a lot of junk thought that just kind of floats around in my mind.
Well, by clearing it out, you see, what happens is, that's like saying, we want you to hear this a little bit because we know there's a lot of conversation in the metaphysical world about clearing stuff. But we want you to just consider this. When you tune your radio dial to a specific station, do you announce to the other people in your car, hold on, I'm going to clear out all the other stations. I'm clearing them all out. I used to listen to rock and roll, and I used to listen to country music, and I used to listen, but I don't listen to that anymore. I've cleared that all out, and now I'm just listening to that. You don't say that, do you? Because tuning to this is not tuning to that. So when you're tuned to this, all that's cleared out. But what you mean is, in the process of tuning, it feels like you're tuned here and 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 here. And then the less you tune to this, the more it feels like you're clearing that out. But we're just saying to you that the way you clear unwanted out is by focusing on wanted. It is really that simple. And the way you do that is by reaching for more satisfaction in the thought.
I hadn't focused on thought at all. I was focused on the spaciousness between the thought.
So what you're saying to us, and in doing so, unwanted things cleared.
Correct. I let go
So
of
you
the-
didn't mean you were clearing them out. You meant I was not focused upon them, and therefore they were deactivated.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a really good distinction, isn't it?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I hit a sales goal record.
Because clearing them out is thinking, and thinking doesn't clear them out. When you're not going to think about that thing that you don't want to think about anymore, you're thinking about that thing that you're not wanting to think about anymore. And the more you think about it, the more you say, I'm not going to think about that anymore, but you're thinking about it anyway, but you don't want to think about it. That's not clearing. Really good.
What I was just going to say, the manifestations that came from that were crazy. Like I was just saying, I hit a sales goal record for the company. I had an amazing weekend. I had just everything. You're in that receiving mode, and it's just playing out one thing after another. Like you said, an avalanche of good things coming, and it just absolutely showed me it's like, it's not so much about, I used to cram so many positive thoughts, get up, okay, got to get the momentum, got to get it going.
That's thinking.
You can think a thing one time, it is there, and get out of the way of
You
receiving.
thought your vortex through contrast into this magnificent creation. And when you chill and it expresses itself to you in a way that you receive it, that's a whole other experience, isn't it? Yeah. And then your thoughts are just observing the good life that's coming.
Welcome to this quick coronavirus clearing meditation. And this meditation uses different angelic color frequencies to clear and protect areas in the head where the virus can enter, and then also clears and protects the throat and lungs, and finally raises the vibration of all areas said to be vulnerable to this virus. So open body, open mind, and breathe. With your breath, opening your body, feeling your connection to the light of the universe. On the in-breath, drawing in light from the sun, the stars, and the earth below. Crystalline light in the earth below, into all of the cells of the body. And releasing any collective fear you have picked up, any collective anxiety or anger, or confusion, releasing on the out-breath. On the in-breath, breath, allowing more of your own natural light to return to you. Following that cycle of breath, and let's call to the archangels of the horizontal plane, and also your team and spirit of the highest light and resonance. Your higher self, guides, angels, archangels, star beings, star races, star councils, come be with you. As the archangels of the horizontal plane, beginning always in the east with Raphael, archangel of air. The symbol is the caduceus and the energy is emerald green fire. Breathing and welcoming that fire to hold the space. To the south, Michael, archangel of fire, the symbol is a sword of light. The energy is electric blue fire, inviting that angel to hold your space. To the west is Gabriel, archangel of water, the symbol is a silver chalice. The energy is diamond white fire, inviting that angel to hold your space. To the north, Uriel, archangel of earth. The symbol is a golden pentacle and the energy is ruby red fire, inviting that energy to hold the space. And open and breathe, feeling the intensification of angelic light around you. And also calling Metatron from the great central sun, bring down that grid of light into the room, and also bringing that golden white light, the grid of light down through your body to the throat, and anchoring it into the throat, anchoring that grid of light from the great central sun in the throat, allowing the throat to expand. And then let's call to the earth, Sandalphon, archangel of the crystalline grid of the earth, to bring up that grid into the room and space you're in. And up through your body, the torso. Time passing the heart and coming all the way up to the throat. Anchoring that grid in the throat. 2 grids of light in the throat. 6 archangels around you, and open and breathe, open and breathe. Feel the power in the throat, feel the strength in the throat as these 2 grids energize the throat chakra, all layers, all levels, all dimensions. And let's call ultraviolet fire angels to begin to clear and cleanse the throat with ultraviolet fire. Clearing and cleansing all layers, levels, dimensions. Clearing all lower material out, lower etheric, lower astral material out from the throat. Let's ask angels holding ultramarine blue fire to begin to energize the throat with ultramarine blue fire, all layers, levels, dimensions. Feel the cleansing in the throat, the empowerment in the throat. Let's call Archangel Uriel to place that symbol of the golden pentacle before the throat chakra, in front of your throat. And also behind the throat chakra, protecting, repelling all lower frequency material seeking to enter your body. Place that pentacle to the left and to the right of the throat, repelling all lower frequency material. Four directions, repelling, only allowing your higher light into the throat. Breathe, and let's invite, and let's call ultraviolet fire angels to the head. Particularly cleansing the eyes, cleansing the nose, cleansing the mouth, eyes, nose, mouth. Clearing, cleansing all lower etheric material there. And asking Uriel to place a mini golden pentacle over each eye, one over each nostril, and a slightly larger one over the mouth. Repelling all lower frequency material from entering therein. And breathing and opening. Then inviting the ultraviolet fire into the nasal passages and throat. Clearing and cleansing all lower frequency material there. All lower frequency material there. Clearing and cleansing, and inviting ultraviolet fire into the lungs, clearing and cleansing any lower material there. Cleansing in the head, the throat, and the lungs. Clearing and releasing. And then let's smooth that down with a beautiful amethyst, lavender energy, just to smooth down the head, the throat, and the lungs. Amethyst lavender. Calm down the body, giving an energy of peace in the body, energy of peace in the body. And let's invite the angels holding the gold ray, to invite that gold ray in all cells of the body, from head downwards, torso, golden energy into all cells of the body. Cleansing the cells and allowing the cells to ignite like mini suns, and also into the bones of the body, the skull, the jaw, the neck, the spine. Raising the vibration of the rib cage, collarbone, shoulder blades. Raising the vibration, and the arms and the hands, all joints of the wrists, elbows, shoulder joints, raising the vibration. Down to the pelvic area, raising the vibration. And down to the legs and feet, all joints of the ankles, knees and hip joints. Gold, to raise the vibration of your body. Raising the vibration of your body. Breathe and open. And finally, let's let's invite a ruby red energy, Archangel Uriel, bringing ruby red into the base chakra, the hands and the feet, to begin to ground and pull down any energies down into the earth that needs to be pulled down, grounding you in the earth, feeling your connection to the diamond white crystalline grid of the earth through this ruby red energy. Feeling your body cleansed, the head cleansed, the throat and lungs cleansed, the nose, mouth and eyes protected and sealed, the throat chakra protected and sealed. Gold energy to raise the vibration, ruby red to ground you. And just breathe, noticing the shift in your body. Feeling more protected as you go about your day. And just thanking all angelic forces, releasing with love the horizontal plane and the vertical force plane. Releasing your team in spirit with love. And this meditation is offered to you as always with love and blessings, love and blessings. Welcome to this Elohim and Solar Archangels Light Portal Transmission, opening the solar plexus and third eye. With your breath connecting to your body, on the in-breath, feeling that connection to the universe around you through the great web of life. The in-breath, calling light into your body, physical body, all cells of the body, lighting up like many suns. And on the out-breath, release any toxicity from the cellular system back to the universe. Allowing more light into the cells of the body, more light into the cells. Following that cycle of breath, breathing light into the cells of the body, all cells. Anywhere you're holding other people's energy, on the out breath, purge and release, sending it back to the light. Allowing the cells of the body to grow in light, having more space for light, their own natural light. Releasing third-party energies, lower astral energies, calling back more of your own true light into the cells of the body. Allow that light to expand in the cells, to expand in the cells. And breathe, allowing more vitality in the cells of the body, more fluidity, the natural interconnectedness between the cellular system, interconnectedness of light as you purge all lower frequencies in the cells of the body. And breathe and open and soften and relax. And I call to you your team in spirit of the highest light and resonance, your highest self, I am presence, all helpers, all angels, all archangels, all star races, star councils, Elohim, come be with us. And also invoking the solar archangels of the great central sun to be here with you in this transmission. Archangels of the great central sun. Just feel the presence growing around you, intensifying. And calling the archangels of the horizontal plane. Beginning with Raphael of the East, Archangel of Air, of Mind, Healer Magician. The symbol is the caduceus, and the energy emerald green fire. Breathe and allow that angel to hold the space with emerald green fire and open. And to the south is Michael, Archangel of Fire, Archangel of Will, Warrior Protector Angel. The symbol is the Sword of Light. And the energy is electric blue fire. Allow this angel to hold the space and breathe and open. Breathe and open. And to the west is Gabriel, Archangel of Water, of Emotions, of the Dreamtime, Messenger Angel. The symbol is the silver chalice, and the energy is diamond white fire. Allow that fire to hold the space. Three archangels, three fires, and open. And the fourth angel is Uriel, Archangel of Earth, of power, of structure, of light. The symbol is a golden pentacle, and the energy is ruby red fire. Invoking that fire into the space, and breathe and open, breathe and open. Allowing your field to expand. And calling the vertical plane, Metatron and Sandalphon. Invoking Metatron from the great central sun, and all archangels working with Metatron, including the solar archangels of the great central sun. To bring down that ascension grid, that Christ grid, down into the room. Filling the room with light. Walls, doors, windows, floor, ceiling, furnishings. closing any lower openings in the room to any lower astral or lower galactic plane, closing and sealing. Bring that energy down through the body to the heart that opens. Allow all chakras from the heart upwards to merge with that grid. Merge with that grid. Breathe it open. And sound a font of the great diamond white crystalline grid, calling that archangel to bring up that diamond white crystalline grid up through the feet into the room. Through the legs and around the legs, and up through the torso to the heart. And anchor that light into the heart. Allowing all chakras from the heart downwards to merge with that grid and open. Six archangels, six energies, and open. Feeling these two grids of light in the heart. Two grids of light, and I ask now your higher self to check your energy fields through these two grids. Checking your etheric body chakra system. Looking for any openings or portals or toxic streams or bleed-throughs of a negative kind that are perhaps interfering or blocking your ascension process. Scanning the etheric body, all chakras, for negative openings or portals. And also through the emotional body, your emotional field, finding any openings, negative portals, any toxic streams, any bleed-throughs, interfering in your emotional body. And scanning the mental body. Again, for openings or portals in the mental body, toxic streams or bleed-throughs, interfering in that body, interfering in that energy field. And also scanning all of your spiritual bodies for any negative openings, toxic streams or negative portals or bleed-throughs that need to be found and effectively closed and sealed. Just allow this scan for the etheric, the emotional, the mental, and your spiritual bodies for any negative opening or negative portal, any negative toxic streams, any negative bleed-throughs that need to be dealt with now. I ask your higher self, team of light, to begin to seal these openings, these vortexes, bleed-throughs, and back accesses on the earth plane, sealing them and closing them with light. Filling with love and light as appropriate any toxic stream, contributing to any portal, neutralizing them so they're no longer harmful to you or any other living being coming into contact impact on your energy field. Clearing and removing agreements or programming or causes or reasons that allow any portal to open at any level or that might perhaps recreate them. Clearing all agreements through all minds or bodies or timelines, clearing all backup, recreation programming might recreate the agreement itself. Deleting all reasons for having any negative portals in your field. I ask your team to clear and remove all energies or entities, any blocks or interferences in your field resulting from any negative openings, portals. Dissolving all cords or threads or energy connections, releasing all energies and all entities connected with any negative portal. And then sealing your energy fields with love, light, spirit, and life. Sealing the etheric, the emotional, the mental, and each layer of your spiritual bodies. Clearing any programming you may have of picking up portals, any addiction to portals, or any programming of hiding portals. Clear throughout the Akashic records. I call now the Elohim. Elohim, to begin to open a light portal in your solar plexus. This light portal is connected to the great central sun. Just feel a portal beginning to open, the Elohim, creator angels, opening the portal to the great central sun. Expanding that portal, the great portal of light, around all of your energy fields. Expanding. A call to all solar archangels from the great central sun to support and guard this portal of light. Support and guard the portal of light. Maintaining a high frequency, a high integrity of light. solar archangels to expand and intensify this portal in the solar plexus. Expand and intensify. by the archangels of the great central sun. Allowing a light portal in the third eye to open and expand. Guarded and supported by archangels of the great central sun. Allow this portal to begin to merge with the portal of the solar plexus. Becoming like an infinity sign, two intertwined circles. And allowing this portal to be accessed by any high frequency star race, star beings who are in alignment with your soul mission. These star race in alignment with your soul mission. In alignment with the essence of who you are. Allowing to continue through this portal of light. For some of you, that might be a kind of channeling effect, perhaps of light language or light codes or words or images. Allowing an opening for a race of star beings you are connecting to begin to connect with you in this dimension through this light portal. higher self to adjust these portals to the right level of intensity so that you can tolerate this level of light, so it doesn't burn your energy fields. It just brightens and intensifies the light within your energy fields. Allowing the cellular system to accommodate this new level of light and breathe. Combining the energy of power with the energy of vision. The energy of vision, power combined. And when you're ready, allowing the portal in the third eye to begin to diminish in intensity. Diminishing to a level you can tolerate throughout the day or throughout the night. Diminishing to whatever level you feel is necessary, asking your higher self to adjust. Diminishing to a right level so you can be in this world or walk through the dream state, supported by this light. And also asking your higher self to begin to adjust and perhaps diminish the light portal in the solar plexus to a level you can tolerate as you move through the day or move through the dream state. And thanking all solar archangels for guarding these two portals of light. Thanking Elohim. Thanking your team in spirit, all archangels, the horizontal and vertical planes. Coming back to your breath. Going back to your breath. This transmission is offered to you as always with love and blessing. Love and blessing. into this soul family meditation for calling your soul tribe, guides, angels, friends, colleagues, lovers, and perhaps even a soul partner into your reality. So as always, open body, open mind, and breathe on the in-breath, breathing in light from the universe around you, light from the stars, this great star nation on the in-breath, breathing light down into the body, into all cells of the body, allowing all the cells to light up like many suns, many stars, and on the out-breath, purging and releasing any lower frequency energies back to the universe. Releasing back to the universe anything that doesn't serve you, anything you've picked up from other people, pulling your energy down. Following the cycle of breath, breathing in the light of the sun and the stars into the body, into the bones of the body, all joints, all vertebrae. Anywhere you're holding other people's energy or lower frequency programming from the matrix, purge and release on the out-breath. Sending all lower energies back to the universe, back to the light. Allowing more of your own natural light to return to your body. And breathing in the light of the earth, the sun, the stars on the in-breath into all organs, all systems of the body. On the out-breath, purging and releasing anything you've picked up in the body back to the universe, allowing more of your own natural high frequency light back into the body. Following that cycle of breath, on the in-breath, inviting a higher light from the universe, reinforcing your connection to the web of life. And on the out-breath, purging and releasing lower frequency energies back to the light.